Now, the story we're following for you tonight, an alarming number is in now, impacting students at dozens of schools all over western New York. Recent testing has now found at least 16 school districts here have dangerous levels of lead in their water pipes. The list includes Lackawanna, Batavia, Williamsville, and Orchard Park, just to name a few. Well, now several schools are taking action. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Rusak tells us how.
There is something in the water, and for a lot of schools in western New York, it's lead.
Thank you very much for.
At the beginning of the school year, Governor Andrew Cuomo passed a law that made all schools test for lead. The law states schools must test every source of water by the end of October. Now, as the deadline gets closer, more and more schools are releasing their findings. In the area, over a dozen have tested positive for lead. In Williamsville, only the data for elementary schools have been released. There, Country Parkway Elementary School has 7 water fountains with elevated lead levels. Forest Elementary School has 4. An acceptable amount of lead is 15 parts per billion. Most schools' results show water just barely going over that number. But one school has a drinking fountain with 2,850 parts per billion. That's 190 times over the limit. Now, the fountain is at Wheelock School in Fredonia. It has been turned off and will be retested. Most of the water sources that have tested positive will be retested. That's usually done by flushing water through it for 8 hours, and then it's retested. Now, we have reached out to the Fredonia Central School District for comment. The Williamsville Central School District says they will release more results daily as more test results come in and are made public. More districts could test for elevated lead levels. If you haven't heard anything from your school district, remember, a district has 10 days to make their findings public after receiving results. For a current list of the schools, you can head to WKBW.com. Jeff Rusak, 7 Eyewitness News.